Yash, how to quiet your mind through action. You see, because I mentioned before, not everybody can just sit and do long meditation, you know. That's more Raja meditation. If your Prakriti and archetype and character gels with that, if it comes natural, then you do it. But not everybody has the same constitution and temperament, you see. So those people that do that, they feel... you ever notice if something is like the Christians do this, if something really resonates in your heart, you just think that the whole world should do it. You're like, it's just true for the whole world. I feel it, it's true, so it must be true for the whole world. And if you don't believe it or do it, you can't see the truth. This is how the mind works. But see, God made a very diverse show here. There's actually 7 different archetypes, which is the play of the Ganas, Rajas, Tamasic, and Sattvic. So it's a play of that, and it makes up 7 different archetypes, and that's going to determine your constitution and your Prakriti. It's going to determine what mixture of elements you have. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Your Ganas, your archetype, determines what mixture of those elements you have, which then determines your constitution or your temperament, which then determines what you're going to be drawn to. What spiritual practices, what kind of destiny in life, what's your personality, all that. So it's different. Are you more bhakti? Are you more advaita? Non-duality. These aren't things that we choose. These things have already been written. They've already been downloaded into the software. But we, in the virtual reality show, we discover them. This is the thing. And we discover them as though they're real. Like, whoa. And some people think they choose it. No, I choose to be devotional and worship God in form. Krishna or Jesus, whatever, which is fine. You get to the point when you're really balanced, you appreciate bhakti, you appreciate advaita, you don't have this nonsense concepts of which is better, which is worse, Anyway, I think I deviated. How to quiet your mind through action. So some people, they're more vata, they have more of a, which means they're more air and ether element. They have an imbalance of too much air and ether. Every human being has an imbalance of the elements. If we were perfectly equilibrium, we wouldn't exist. We just dematerialize right now. We wouldn't even be born. So there's got to be some imperfection. That creates friction. Friction's life. Things have to exist like that. So there can be people that have too much air and ether. And also they're too much of a rajistic nature. Their Gana is too much rajistic. It's too much, say, restless, or too much, it's extra energy, Now, obviously, there's things we do, and this is part of the play and the sadhana, to calm and bring that back into the best harmony we can. But it's not going to be perfect. Can't be. So those people who are more in that temperament that I described, a little more air and ether, a little more rajistic, they're probably not going to be prone to just doing the long meditations. Now, those who have more earth element, because that's right, earth is grounding, and they're a little more tamasic by nature, which is inertia. For them, yeah. But see, they're prone to laziness a little bit. They're the ones that they can just watch TV all day or something. And then the Vata people, we're more prone to just going. Let's go here, let's go there. So a quiet mind's more difficult for that type. I went to the Osho community in Pune years ago. I left after a couple hours because it was a joke. But I remember the meditation they were going to do. It was a dancing meditation. Dynamic meditation, you see. What I'm doing right now, this is a meditation. You think I'm not thinking? You think I'm thinking when I'm talking? So my mind is empty, it's very quiet, and therefore the flow can happen, and therefore usually some things come out that people can resonate with and get help from. If I was reading a script, it's like dry. There's no, it's like not alive. I could write the best script in the world, but it lacks the luster that comes when one's spontaneous, because then the gate opens. You don't know what you're going to say. It's like at the beginning, I was talking about Ayurveda. That's not the title of the video. The title's about dynamic meditation, or how to be, I forgot the title, how to meditate through action or something. But then something felt, I wanted to set up set the stage before I talked about that. And so then we got into ganas and, elements and stuff, doshas. So if you find something you like, something that when you do it, you can't have any mind. This is why people like surfing or climbing mountains or doing dangerous stuff, because they're getting away from their mind. Or boxing or racing cars, or you think the MMA people are thinking when they're dancing with each other in the rain. But you got to find something. You can't do that all the time, and you don't want to get killed meditating. So find something that's if you like what you're doing, some activity, some creativity, drawing, art. My teacher in India did that. I remember once I came over when he was doing that, and I was asking him something, and he just looked at me with this blank look. But it was a real look. It's not like the non-dual oaks that just pretend. He was deep into his painting. He's like, I don't even know my name right now. So basically, he was saying he don't want to think, which he would have to do to answer my questions. And I got it. I'm like, that's cool, man. I'll talk later. So painting, drawing, writing, maybe. Writing is a little dynamic for me. I wrote a book, just one, and I took it off I don't really promote it now because it's like I wrote it a while ago. You change, and then you look back and you're like, I don't know about that. But it caused a little bit too much stress. It increased the rajousness because it's too much mind thinking, So anyway, but drawing, painting, or speaking like this, if you like making videos, you don't have to do it with some end goal. Like my goal, to be honest with you, if I had a goal with my channels that I made, I wanted 1,000 subscribers, and I wanted most of the videos to have 1,000 views. Why? I'm not even monetized. I'm qualified to monetize, but I haven't monetized yet. So the goal wasn't to get 1,000 so that, I can do commercials. No, the goal was something felt if I had 1,000 subscribers and I was getting an average of 1,000 views, that means this message is landing. It means that, okay, there's a purpose for this. That's all I wanted. I want to know there's a purpose. I need a strong reason to do things. I don't do things for money, although I live in a world where money's required. God helps me through donations, through personal consultations, and I want to thank everybody that gives me a donation sometimes. I appreciate that. Like, I really do. I feel it. I'm just not just the money, like I feel your appreciation, and then I have appreciation for your appreciation, and this is how we do it. So it feels very pure, this exchanging of energy, circulating energy, because, it's like, it is important to circulate the energy. If I'm getting something from someone, it's like I can keep that better if I help circulate the energy. It's like some law of circulation or something. So you find something that you like, something that comes organic, and something that doesn't cause thinking. That's why creativity. When we're doing something creative, that's like beyond mind. It doesn't require mind. Sometimes it does, but you want to find something that doesn't. That's your meditation. And then you might feel then your yoga practice or meditation practice, stereotypical practice, where you're sitting in the room, you do some asanas to get the energy flowing and relax the body, and then you sit here. Maybe that's easier. It's like your dynamic meditation, meditation through action, helps with this more passive meditation. I like both. but I don't have a regimental practice. I get up at 4:30 and I'm going to meditate, and then at 8 o'clock at night I'm going to meditate. You know, it happens spontaneous. So that's the thing. You know, don't let the mind think that one thing's better than the other. And I got to go deep. I got to sit. You know, because masters will say this too. But you know, there's other masters that say the opposite. So. It depends who they're talking to and what temperament and prakriti of an archetype of people they're talking to. There's no standard that's going to apply to all 8 billion people on the planet. There never was and never will be. So it's not necessary that you like just sit in a lotus position and like a rock or a tree, and you don't move for hours and hours, and you want to go deep and you want to see the blue lights, and then you want to, you know, stop your breathing and then maybe stop your heartbeat too, and oh, now I'm really in samadhi. That may not be your destiny. Or I need to acquire these cities and these powers. That's a demonstration now that I'm awake. Don't get into all that. I talked about, I like to check in meditation. You just keep checking in. Somebody asked, what does that mean? I made a video about that though. I forgot the title. The check-in. Where's my attention now? Is it on the human virtual reality construct, or is it on this presence? Is it more merged with the presence inside? Which is spacious and formless. It doesn't have a body. It doesn't have a mind. There's just this feeling of existing. Is my attention on that, or is my attention on the human construct, which is more turbulent? That's the check-in meditation. So you can do that meditation, and then you can do your active meditation through some kind of creative activity, or walking through the nature, or being in the beach, or whatever. You got to ask God to reveal to you what your meditation is, and He will intuitively. He'll speak to you. Have a good day.